Today I'm going to show off the best 10 Seikos you can buy from £100 to £1,000. Let's get into it! Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. Today I'm going to give you 10 Seikos I would recommend in 2024. And each one of the 10 represents a price bracket from £100 all the way to £1,000. Most of these I've handled, and if I haven't, I've probably handled a reference that's pretty close. This episode is dedicated to all those watch enthusiast newbies that asks, what's the best first watch to buy, MWC? Well, for every price bracket leading up to £1,000, today it's Seiko. Are you Seiko ready? Let's say go! Right, first up, the £100 bracket, and I go on about this watch a hell of a lot, I know, but recently I've been wearing this again and I absolutely love it. It's a watch that looks far more expensive than the £100-ish you spend. I am talking about the NX79K1. Now, it wasn't long ago that Seiko released a new set of 5-day date watches with an improved movement and possibly improved bracelet. I haven't seen it yet, but those watches are about £300. On Joma Shop right now, you can get this watch for $134, plus you can get 20% off if you sign up to the mailing list. Yes, obviously don't forget about import tax if you are buying this outside of the US, but honestly, this is a very good watch. Perfect for anyone wanting to start their watch collection, perfect for a one watch collection if I'm honest. Inside is a Seiko 7S26 movement, doesn't hack, doesn't hand wind, but it is mega reliable. Perfect for those that are semi into watches and for those that want to do the Seiko shuffle. This next watch was over £300. I found it on F. Heinz website for £217. You can also buy this on Joma Shop, but this is the white checkered flag special edition Seiko 5 Sports. Yes, it's in an SKX case, but I think this watch is cool. The dial reminds me of the 70s, and that bezel is just awesome, isn't it? It's a 42mm case, but it will fit any wrists thanks to the short lug to lug. This will have the 4R35 inside, hacks hand winds, the modern update to the 7S26. It'll be a stamped clasp with hollow links for the bracelet, but I would definitely whip that bracelet off straight away and stick it on an awesome tropic or rubber strap. This is a very cool watch for £217 because it wasn't that price a year ago. Okay, the next one I found on DC Leak Jewelers for £350, and it's the 5 Sports Field Mechanical Deploy GMT. It's a watch I reviewed not long ago and I absolutely love. Now, when this watch came out, there was another one that came out with it called the Deception, I think. That was in PVD black, and that one is going for, I think it's going for under £300. But this one, cool bracelet, really cool dial, reminiscent of the old Seiko 5s, like the SNK809s. Remember, Seiko 5 Sports represents reliability, durability, performance. This watch houses the 4R34, which was a brand new automatic GMT movement. You got a curved Hardlex crystal, but a screw down exhibition case back. This watch is 100 meters water resistant, but it just looks right, doesn't it? This is 38mm in diameter and it fits awesomely. Right, we're into the £400 bracket, and how can I not recommend this watch? I own it, I love it, and I feel you need to own it too. The SNJ025, otherwise known as the Seiko Anie. Yes, a reinterpretation of the H558, if I remember correctly. The watch Arnold Schwarzenegger wore in Commando and Predator, and it was basically his own personal watch. This was the first Anie Digi diver in the 80s, but in the nowsies, this watch has solar power, screw down pushers and crown, and is a real sophisticated bit of kit. It's a big watch, yes, but again, really small lug to lug. It's in the tuner style case, and the ratchet of the bezel is awesome as well. Value for money, this is it. This watch has been £420 for the last 4 years, and I highly recommend it.
Could you just click that like button, please? It really helps the channel. Thank you.
Okay, now one of the most popular watches of 2024-2023 has been the Alpinist line. And to get an Alpinist under 500, 600 or 700 pounds is quite tricky. But on a website called Watcho, for £499, we're just under that bracket, you can get a watch I reviewed quite a while ago, which was the Night Edition Alpinist. Yeah, really cool indeed. The colour of the hands and the hour markers in that sort of aqua colour. I love the touch of red on the internal bezel at 12 o'clock. That grainy texture to the dial is superb, something you don't get with regular Alpes. The case and bracelet is PVD coated. You've got an in-house 6R35 movement inside with a 70-hour power reserve, screw down crown, screw down case back, 200 meters of water resistance, and for £499 right now on this website, it's great value. Right, the £600 mark, something a little bit different. Last year, Seiko came out with the 100th of a second speed timer, which was an absolutely crazy looking watch with phenomenal subdials. This was a solar chronograph, very well built, really nice bracelet, and perfect for the enthusiast that loves the chronograph. Seiko as a brand were used in the Tokyo Olympics in 1964. These watches could not be further from the look of those stopwatches they used. But for anyone that moans about Seiko rehashing the same old watches, just take a look at this one. Now that specific watch is around £1,000, but I'm going to show off a black on black, the SFJ 003P1, which was £760, now is £608. I think this is a very stunning looking watch, and I think a little bit more subtle than the one I reviewed. It's 100 meters water resistant, and it houses the quartz solar 8A50 movement from Seiko. And when you're spending this sort of money, you get sapphire glass protecting your dial. But a very cool watch I would recommend.
Get your watch out.
Right, so I reviewed the recently updated 62 masses, or the new SPBs. They've slightly refined the cases, thinned out the watch a bit, and the bracelet is significantly better. But it means the old SPBs are going down in price.
Great for the consumer.
Now, on Hilliard Jewelers website, I've found the SPB 147J1, so a Japanese model, and I know some of you like that. It's the gilt dial with the rubber strap. This watch was £1,000. It's now down to 710. And if you do love that 62 mass shape with a bit of a Tudor Black Bay 58 gilt dial look, this is a great choice. Screw down crown, screw down case back, 200 meters of water resistance, housing the 6R35 movement, so we've got 70 hours of power reserve again. It's got a brushed stainless steel bezel insert, great 120 click unidirectional action. I think this is a great buy. Yeah. Right, on the Francis & Gay website right now, you can buy my Willard. Not only that, it's like £150 off. Right now, you can buy the SPB 153 on their website for £840. It's my favourite Seiko I own. It's the one that wears the best, looks the best. It's the best green I've ever seen on a watch. 200 meters water resistant, great bezel action, screw down crown, screw down case back. And if you can buy it for around £750, £800, you got yourself a great Seiko deal. Right, we're in the £900 territory, and a few months ago I reviewed the Alpinist GMT, a brand new watch on the Alpinist line. The one I had was a silver dial with a stainless steel bracelet. It housed the brand new movement at that time, the 6R54, 70 hours power reserve, 200 meters water resistant, and just a very solid go anywhere, do anything watch. A perfect one watch collection. Now unfortunately that watch is still around £1,200, but on Francis & Gay's website for around £900-ish, you can get yourself the SPB 377J1, the blue dial version with the blue leather strap. Now I think the red on this dial from the GMT hand and the inner rotating compass bezel really pops and makes this watch absolutely stunning. Remember, the Alpinist has been around since I think it's 1959, so this watch has a great history to it, and for them being the first GMT models has significance as well, and just a damn good, well-made Seiko watch.
Hello.
Now above the £1,000 mark, I do own the SPB 411. That's a limited edition watch recreating the Navigator timer from the late 60s. That still holds its value at about £1,500, a little bit way over the £1,000 mark. But a few moons ago, I reviewed the King Seiko reissue. Now back in the day, King Seiko were just as big as Grand Seiko until King Seiko just went. But King Seiko were all about elegance, refinement, and luxury watches. And I absolutely love the case to this watch. Fit me like a dream. Beautiful bracelet, but very, very pricey. Now, even though the watch I'm going to show you is a little bit pricey, it's come down around £400 to £1,170 on the Francis & Gay website. And I give you the KSK 1965 Garriou Bay 37mm automatic watch. Now the dial is inspired by the birthplace of the original King Seiko in Kameido, Tokyo, famous for its plums. The Garriou Bay was the most popular plum tree of all, named for its shape, resembling a dragon lying on the ground. Need to look at this plum now. Ooh. You've got a box sapphire glass and the slimmest 6R caliber models. I questioned back in the review a 3 Hz movement in a very expensive Seiko. But this one, coming down to the price of a Willard or SPB, is a little bit more easier to take. And for the history of Seiko and King Seiko, this is a great shout. So there we go, 10 fantastic Seikos at all the price points. I'd love to know your favourite Seiko in these price brackets. Do you own any of the ones that I've just mentioned? I mean, I haven't talked about the Seiko Cocktail Times, the Land Tortoise, the Saytonas with the new Pogue edition that's just come out. There are thousands of Seikos that I'd probably recommend. These are the ones that have been quite close to me. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you want a bit more of the Mad Watch Collector channel, click there. But if I've got you for a few more minutes, why don't you check this one out? This, wow, I mean, this is spectacular, no? This is very cool. Love it. Love this show. Love it. Go on, click it. Click. I haven't got all day. Come on, click, click, click it!